here I am, in the place to be. Mr. K and B, you can't fuck with me. Extra sexy, extraordinary. Palms are hairy, your mama popped my cherry. So back on up, I'm about to get loose. Roast your ass like a goose. Hung as a moose, straight up dropping truth.
What up, y'all? KMB the Sexy Ninja in the place to be for Cplus Studios, and this is that Juggalo vlog, so I'm gonna dive right on in. Violent J dropped a bomb in the family, in the Juggalo community. Talking about he heart failure and how his heart is not as good as it was, and he had to go to the doctor and all this other stuff, and I had to think about it for a couple days. I was going to do an immediate reaction to the seminar like I did 2 years ago, and I wasn't able to go to the Gathering Juggalos for certain reasons, and much love to everybody that did. I hope you guys had a good time. I got updates, I got all this and that, and especially when the seminar came, because the ICP seminar is sacred, and the ICP seminar is like, once the ICP seminar happens, I'm immediately like, I'm looking for updates. I'm looking for updates because they announce stuff and they the list, the notes, and I was thinking about how I reacted. I would say, yeah, it's been a couple of years ago or more, and Inner City Posse showed up, and it wasn't an actual ICP seminar. It was an ICP. You get the point. And my big ass was like crawling through here, and like, that's, this was at the Super Gathering, and and then I got called out like by CPN. I don't know, that was weird. I don't know, I don't care, but it was one of those things where I was just like, I was thinking about that reaction to the ICP seminar. I was like, no notes and no this and that. This time around, no notes, but Violent J came out and told the Juggalo family, the Juggalo community, about his health and what's been going on this summer, why we haven't really been, seeing him, and people, the pure speculations of things, and like, especially with the Patreon, he would miss things and this and that, and dropping this huge thing. I have had 2 personal, very close family members deal with this issue, and the word heart failure is scary alone. It's scary alone. Those 2 words together is I don't know. I remember when these 2, I'm not gonna put them on Front Street because that I don't believe in that, but just 2 personal, very close family members dealt with this, and this was recently, and hearing those, I was trying to comprehend it, and when my family was dealing with this, and still is, because it's, you get my point. But it's one of those things where I was just like, hearing that from him, like, it's scary, like hearing that. And when he said heart, when you get that word, like, you're dealing with heart failure, you're like, what? And it's something you just can't, comprehend at the moment, because when I heard this with my family, I automatically, I got in tears and this and that. And it was crazy, because it's just like, those 2 words are just so scary when they're together. Heart failure. But he dropped this news and talked about a farewell tour for the Insane Clown Posse. 1 show a month, has to slow down, and I just had to comprehend everything, and like had to think about it for the past couple days and everything like that, and how the Insane Clown Posse has been a huge part of my life. Got Juggalo tatted there. I got the Hatchet Man there. Got the Dark Lotus Cross there. A Super Villains tattoo here. My Sheriff Sugar Wolf here. My Carnival of Carnage down there. And how, the next one I was getting up is the Wraith. The Wraith is the next one right here. I'm working with the homie about it. And because the Wraith, came into my life and changed everything. The Insane Clown Posse came into my life and changed everything. And when this news was dropped, I was just like, hold, because I was waiting. Like, Then my good homie of mine was like, yo, and he started sending me updates. I was like, oh, you know, because the seminar started happening. I was like, wait, what? And Violent J was like, no notes and this and that. And they talked about Yum Yum Bedlam, the Yum Yum flower, how it's going to drop on Hollow Wicked, and how they had to hold back because they just feel it wasn't ready. And now they feel it's going to be ready. It's going to be dope. It's going to drop. It's going to just devastate the entire world. And I still feel that way. The Yum Yum flower, even though it was pushed back a couple times, you know, and I understood that. And then Violent J talking about dropping the Walking Home series that just started. He dropped Walking Home Monday, and it's going to go on Tuesday, Wednesday. He wants to make it just as fresh as The Wizard of the Hood. He's putting his heart and soul into it. And like I said, taking in the news and talking about how, yeah, there's a farewell tour, you know, with like 3 dates a week and this and that. But they're still going to do the big shows like Hollow Wicked, the Gathering of the Juggalos, you know, the annual shows and stuff like that. But he just has to slow it down. He has to just, like, you know, backtrack a little bit and this and that just because of his health. But he also said, you know, more music than you can believe. And that right there, like, I was just like, damn, man, you know, that's dope. You know, he's taking the situation, a very hard situation, especially I bet for him, his brother, his mom, you know, his family, and for him in general, like, when the way he was talking, and I could tell he was just very, like, emotional about it, and they said they had to have a meeting just to reveal it because they didn't want no secrets, you know, hidden behind any doors. They just wanted to just be real and up front. And Violent J said they had a meeting about it and this and that, and he had to come on Front Street about it, and it's just one of those things that I'm just still, like, comprehending. I'm like, man, he's 49 years old. This has to happen. But he still schooled life more than anyone will ever know. Schooled it. Schooled life. Made a career. Was a scrub to royalty. You know, and I like I said, this news, I just had to comprehend for like the past couple of days because it was just one of those things I was just like, wow. You know, and I was at work, and while I was getting this news, like, it hit, and I was like, and I was like, whoa. And everyone was like, you all right? I was like, nah, man. I was like, nah. And I tried to explain, but I'm dealing with a different set. I'm dealing with a different set of kids who really don't know the Insane Clown Posse. But it's fine, you know. But it was one of those things where I only had the homie to connect with and another homie to connect with. And I text my wife immediately, and I told her, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's crazy. But I don't know, this news shocked me to my core. This news just, like, devastated me. But at the same time, you know, it also motivated me to be like, you know what? You know, you can't wait no more. You can't just sit in the back and just cruise on the ride. You got to go forward with whatever goal, whatever dream, everything you got. You can't just stop. You can't just be like, you know what, maybe later, maybe tomorrow. Nah, you got to make the moment now. You got to make it here. You got to make it, you know, everything you need it to be. And Violent J has always been that person that I've looked up to his book. Well, to the book of Insane Clown Posse, to his motivation. Man, the seminar he talks when they revealed the Wraith. You know, that's a constant repeat for me. I watch it or I listen to it, you know, and the way he's talking about, you know, what a Juggalo is, you know, how Juggalos created Juggalos, and how Juggalos in this whole world, how it just bloomed into this awesomeness, and how, you know, this community was brought together by 2 clowns throwing around soda pop. But the magic and the Dark Carnival itself, I believe in the Dark Carnival more than anything in this world, you know? I believe in its freshness. I believe in its its binding of this universe, like, and everything I believe in. And ever since the Wraith drop and changed my life, this is why this is called That Juggalo Vlog. This is why I started all of this, is because of the Insane Clown Posse. And I was just like, I started this off by talking about my Juggalo experience. This is what That Juggalo Vlog was. It was talking about, you know, the first Juggalo vlog you can find, it talks about the Wraith and how that date changed my entire life, and I became a Juggalo 1000%, you know, and it evolved into doing reviews for Underground Ninjas, and sorry, and reviews for, you know, underground talent and doing reviews on the Insane Clown Posse stuff. And, you know, and it was just one of those things where I just wanted to be this big, positive, shining light, because you know, the world is already stale. As we all know, the world is, you know, stale as all can be on this dirt ball, but I wanted to make sure that I brought something positive to the front, and I feel like you know, and I gotta thank the Insane Clown Posse for that. Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope, who's given me everything I've ever wanted to be who I am today, to the message of the music, to the message of the Dark Carnival, to the message of everything. And Violent J, I love you. And Shaggy 2 Dope, I love you. Jumpsteady, I love you as well. And I know I'm rambling on like a crazy man in the car, but I love you. I love every single Juggalo out there. It's nothing but mad love, much respect. And once this news hit, it's just one of those, you just think, you know what I'm saying? You just think about life. You just think about this, and you realizing when this news dropped and the way he was talking about, but still, like, bringing this devastation, but also turning it on the flip side, saying, yo, you know, touring, farewell tour, but this means more music. This means more this means more that. You know, we're gonna cement the Insane Clown Posse in history. And my favorite part is when Shaggy's like, we're literally gonna ride this bitch until the wheels fall off, you know. And I was just, and this was just a pure motivation to finally just be like, you know what, I every year I was like, you know, except with COVID and stuff like that, but every year it's like, all right, I need to get to the gathering. I need to get to the gathering. I need to get to the gathering. I need to go do the gathering Juggalos. I need to go do this. I need to go do that. And you know, it was always just put off. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe this. You know, no, not anymore. Not anymore. And I promise I will be at next year's gathering of the Juggalos. And they also were talking about calling it the Gathering of the Dreams. I hope I got that right. But no, Gathering Juggalos next year, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there 1,665%. And just because, you know, and the farewell tour, of course, you know, I told the homie, like, immediately. I was like, yo, you like, we can't. Cause I can't just be like, yo, tomorrow. And like this past weekend too, dealing with work and everything like that, all the staleness of that, just be like, you know, and then like, you know, hearing all the great times, like all the homies on Facebook and talking about the gathering and how ICP's Bizarre show was fucking dope, and I have to watch it on a little screen while I'm out, you know, watch it on a little screen and not really, like, it's dope watching it and this and that, and, you know, the experience is not there. Because when you're there, when you're at an Insane Clown Posse show, the experience itself is dope, it's fresh, it's everlasting because of the Faygo, because of just the vibes, because of the whole family there, it's everything, and that's because the Insane Clown Posse made this great, amazing, just world of ours. And I can't wait for Yum Yum Bedlam, the Yum Yum Flower, the 5th Joker's card in the 2nd deck. I can't wait. And that was why I was tuning in hard with the ICP seminar, just because I was just like, it was one of those things, like, I was like, oh yeah, what's this? And then when he's like, no notes, you know, we're just going to bring it real. I was like, oh, and then I watched it a couple times. Thank you to Faygoluvers for that, for getting the live video. And I watched it twice, and I was just watching it and just hearing him and hearing him talk and hearing the emotion and hearing everything, but still having that positive demeanor of being like, yo, this sucks, but it ain't stopping me. And that's what was the best. Like, Violent J is one of my favorite. Like, when he talks, I listen, you know. It's just one of those things when he speaks, and just hearing his hearing the positivity that drives him, and hearing like his love and his compassion, it drives me, you know. And in Shaggy, he didn't really talk because his voice was all messed up. And Jumpsteady and the love that he puts into everything for the Insane Clown Posse, for Psychopathic Records. And they talked about the Patreon. And the Patreon's great. If you have not got the Patreon, it's $65.50, plus tax, of course. And they're doing it every other month. And I love it. And like, the Patreon is fresh, beyond fresh. You know, and the Patreon itself is just so dope. Like, they got some great content. Like, sometimes I just go back and watch certain things just because I'm just like, man, I love the Patreon stuff, just because it's 3-4 hours, you know, and it's beyond podcasts, you know, like, you know, and like, I learn things as I go, you know, and I learn silly things. I learn this and that. I like, my goodness, my weird now, like, looking up Bigfoot stuff is, and looking up just dumb stuff in general, and like stuff that is just fascinating beyond, and like science and doomsday stuff and this and that. And it's just like, the Insane Clown Posse will forever remain in my heart, in my soul, and will forever push my drive to be the best human being on this planet, to respect everyone equally, and to be the best Juggalo I can be for all of you. This is why that tattoo's right there on my arm, so people can see it and represent, and everything that the Insane Clown Posse's gone through, to the gang stuff, to this, that, you know, they're still kicking, and they ain't going out without a fight. They are going to be here. They're going to cement their history. And that's my thoughts on the ICP seminar this year. Can't wait for more music, for more of this. You know, that I just can't. I'm like, you know, Hollow Wicked too, just right around the corner. Just, you know, and I just can't wait. And I ordered the single, the bundle for Violet J's Monday, you know, Walking Home. That should be coming here soon. And to everyone that went to the gathering, thank you for posting your pictures. Thank you for posting live streams. Thank you for doing this and that, because seeing it, I got jelly. I was so jelly, because I was like, I should be there. You know, and I got a few homies that hit me up that went to the gathering or did not go to the gathering. And they're like, yo, you going to the gathering, Juggalos? And I was like, no. They're like, oh, that sucks. And I explained why, because my position wouldn't allow me to. And when you really think about that and you really put that in your head, you're like, my position didn't allow me to. Why am I letting a job hold me down to not go have some fun with the Juggalos, with the family? Like that, you know, like I said, this whole thing with Violet J, after he dropped this bomb, after it dropped a nuclear nugget into this community, into the family, into everything and everybody, and the mama's talking about it now. I had to think about it, and I had to like just process the whole thing, and how like it sucks. But Violet J says, yo, it sucks, but even though I'm slowing down, even though I'm backing up, there's still freshness on the way, and that's what makes the Insane Clown Posse dope. That's what makes them awesome. The Insane Clown Posse for life. And thank you, Violet J. Thank you, Shaggy Too Dope, for making me who I am, making me, making me believe in the fact of positivity, making believe in the freshness of this world, making me believe that being a Juggalo will always be the freshest thing ever. Ever. Tatted right there, Hatchet Man there. The music, always banging. Always banging. And until next time, let me know your thoughts of the seminar. Let me know the thoughts of Violet J's health. You know, what you thought and stuff like that. Like, how did it devastate you? Did it devastate you? You know, and for me, truly devastation beyond devastation. But Violet J said, yo, sucks, but it's okay. We're going to get through this. I'm still rocking. So don't, you know, still rocking. Don't come a knocking. Because you can't knock Violet J down. And I like what he says. He's like, yo, he goes, I might have this condition, but if you want to step up to me, you know, I was that part. I was like, damn, that's true. Violet J spirit right there. He's like, oh, yo, I got a bad, you know, heart failure condition, but I still will step to your ass and put you down. You know, And it just made me think. I restarted Behind the Paint, the audiobook, because after, like I said, it just rocked. This just rocked my world, beyond rocking the world. And it was just like, oh man. So I wanted to go back because I love Behind the Paint, especially the audiobook, especially Jay in my ear. And when I hear Jay like, don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. You know, go do it. Go do your thing. You know, you want to be a rapper? Be a rapper. Make it happen. You want to be this? Make it happen. You want to be that? Make it happen. You want to do this? Make it happen. And that's what the Insane Clown Posse, and that's what Violent J has always inspired me, just to be me and keep moving forward. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. So, yeah, drop in the comments below what your thoughts were about this crazy news and about the seminar and everything like that. You can watch it. I'll have a link in the description below where I watched it. Well, I saw the live stream on Facebook, but I also rewatched it on YouTube. So after that, you're going to like and subscribe. You're going to share with your grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, I love you. I respect you. Much love and positivity across the world. Remember that. And no, I'm not done. Remember this. Whoop, whoop!
Welcome to the wicked shit.